So I'm doing my walk for today. I posted up some of my poetry. I didn't tell y'all where my other book, It's Hurt Feelings. Um, so I said, well, let's rock out. I probably put it under my actual name. Um, there's a poem in there that I'm kind of like hesitant on, there's one person I'm like, not in a way like that I don't want them to ever read it. I don't want to hurt their feelings, especially because the relationship between us is very different than it was when I was younger. And so we've gone through a lot together. That's my girl. So, yeah. But anyway, doing my walk, and I say the bugs have been out, the animals, the birds, they've been doing the most. I think I'm going to be posting a poem, maybe two, every week. What's today? Friday? Friday sounds like a good day. Every week on Friday. In addition to whatever other videos that I do decide to post about myself. Or about whatever's going on in life. However the fuck I feel. It is what it is. I ain't got no schedule to this shit. I just be like, hey, how y'all doing? But yeah, both of the books specifically, they highlight time frames in my life, or realistically, when I write poetry, it's when I feel emotion very heavily. I'm very emotional. As much as people, like, I'm a Capricorn, and as much as people like to talk shit, like, Capricorns are not emotional, and I say, yes, we are. Absolutely super emotional. We just are very stoic, like, in the face. Like, I'm smiley, but I'm not. I got resting bitch face like something serious. And it was so funny. I saw, what's her name? Nikki something. Nikki Richardson. Something on Instagram. And she was talking about that. Like like it's not personal. I don't be really thinking too much of nothing outside of like really in my mind thinking about just random shit. Like I think about paradigms real quick, paradoxes, questions and answers, really reflecting on my life and stuff like that. And or like, yeah, what the fuck am I getting for dinner? Oh, I didn't try this yet, stuff like that. So I never want to offend anybody. But I'm in a season now where my goal is not to make you feel comfortable, just because I'm being myself, if that makes sense. Like, that's not my goal. But I am self-reflecting on the various relationships that I've been in, family, friends, romantic. I posted, one of the poems was one that I wrote in relation to kind of separating from my husband, and that in itself has been a whirlwind journey. It's been a wild journey because I feel like we go back and forth. And reading that, really going through it, because I don't know if you didn't look at the other video, I'm in the process of making another poem book that will be available on Amazon probably next week. Not probably, it'll be available, I don't need to say probably, it'll be available more than likely Monday or Tuesday. So, because, like, I never just, like, sometimes I don't have my book with me, and so if I don't have my little notebooks with me, I can't write it down. So, ooh, hold up, y'all. Look at this leaf. Sometimes I be coming across different leaves. They be cute because they be like little heart shapes and shit. So I just stop and be like, oh, this is cute. But anyway, and the birds be out there birding. They be birdington. But anyway, so, damn, I got a whole fucking track that fucking fast. Fuck, what the fuck was I saying? Shit. Goddamn. Something about my husband. I don't know. Something about the book. Be available Monday or Tuesday. Oh, so I don't always be having my journals with me, my little notebooks, so I can write down. And especially because, I'll be posting and stuff. Like, not posting, but like making books and stuff like that. Um, it's easier just to type that shit out of my phone because I really be going through it. Um, and then I can like reread it and edit it in real time and all that other stuff. Because listen, spelling ain't my strong suit. I don't care who needs to hear this. Spelling is not my strong suit in any capacity. Like I be in there like, what the fuck is this word? Mm-mm. So as y'all know, so yeah, um, I will after I'll come back after those, they're posted. Because one is already available, but I'm gonna make some adjustments to it. The other, like I said, I've been gathering it, and one of them joints sent me into almost like I almost went into a panic attack, because it just brought me back to a feeling, and I was like, oh my goodness, and especially because crazily, granted I'm tired. I really have not been asleep, so I've been up almost over 24 hours. I want to say I've been up over 24 hours. But I had a really good, had a nice my little spiritual bath, just vibing out and stuff like that. But having the opportunity to hold space and have conversations, ironically, with my spouse. But I think we're talking through a lot of our challenges and stuff. Me, I kind of get in the way of that because, hey, I hurt soul, you feel me? Hurt soul at this point, very hurt. But trying to navigate and move beyond that. To determine what is best for my future at this point. Because at the end of the day, we have one life to live. And happiness is intentional, you feel me? It's very intentional. Just like love is intentional. Love is an action. It is an activity. But something that I'm learning is that people that love you, they gonna hurt you, you feel me? And a lot of people, we romanticize love so much, and I'm not making any excuses or anything like that. It's just that we romanticize that we will exist in this life without pain. And that's not reality. That's not reality. We always get the happily ever afters and everything, but everything in between. And so I got married young. I was 24. I was 24. And not even really contemplating that, this is going to be the person that when you have children, they're going to be there throughout that process. When you have conflict, you're going to be dealing with conflict. And mind you, I would say this, getting married young, not even from the premise of, hey, you haven't experienced enough life. When I say these, they tear my ass up. But from the premise that you are in the closest proximity to your childhood and the teachings and upbringings of your parents and how they handle conflict, how they handled romance and things of that nature. I realized I never necessarily saw a successful relationship. And when I say successful, I don't necessarily look at longevity and things of that nature, because there were people around me that were married. Oh my God, the bees are just circling me. They're just fine. They just be buzzing. Not necessarily longevity, because you can be married 1,000,001 years and have a terrible ass marriage. Like, some things that tell you, like, no, that's not what I want. You feel me? Like, so when I say I didn't necessarily see a successful marriage, and I didn't get the mentorship, and like when I needed it, to say, hey, they're going to be different. Like, when they say it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. It is a journey. You have to, and you can't plan for it. In the same way that, actually, no, I don't think people really say this. Like, marriage is ugly. It is so ugly that it's beautiful. They get to see you fucking shitty as a motherfucker. You feel me? Like, nigga diarrhea out the ass. They see you throw the fuck up. Oh my goodness. Don't be the party days. I had been slung over like a sack of potatoes over the shoulder quite a many nights. We've had bad days. We've had fights. We've had all kind of just crazy shit. You feel me? You see people at their lowest. You see when seasons change for them. You see when confidence breaks, when it rebuilds. You see when they fall, when they fail, when you fail, when you fall. And they are there. That is the person that is supposed to walk with you through those processes. As seasons change. When you're going through your rain, when you're going through your sunshine, they are there in all of those seasons. And if they have not walked through life enough, then there's nothing that they can't offer you what you need. And that takes growth. And dog, we be at some real ugly places in our lives. I will tell you, me for example, I have very black and white thinking. And even now, at my big age, it's very hard to come out of that process because there are just some things that are fundamentally like I can't walk past. But that doesn't leave room for growth. It doesn't leave room for error. It doesn't leave room for improvement or anything of that capacity. It leaves no room for any of that. So I have to be mindful and hold space for that concept. You feel me? And I say the bugs, they're not tearing me up right now. I'm in the shade. But as soon as I hit this sunlight, the motherfucker's about to swarm. And it's really going through that process. I keep saying I don't know what the future holds because I really don't know what the future holds. I am really trying to just rebuild how I want my life to look. And when I say, a lot of people don't, I could say that, I'm at my lowest point. I'm no longer at my lowest point because I've shifted focus on how I see that, But I'm in seasons that I pray for. I pray for peace. And I'm never going to say pray, manifested. I manifested peace. I manifested quiet mornings. I manifested, soft days. I manifested the ability to move in the direction and the way that I want to move in. And interestingly enough, sometimes with life, when you ask for things, y'all see me getting smacked in the face by the bugs. When you ask for things, it doesn't hand you the keys. It hands you the blueprint. And you have to build it. And that is the phase that I'm in. So even with this, content creation and all this other stuff, like a lot of people don't even realize that I do content creation, that I just be out here just talking and stuff. And amongst many other projects. And that I came out of, I have a business, but from a traditional standpoint, like, it's not what I want to do anymore. Am I good at it? Absolutely. I realize I'm better at helping people. Oh my God. Helping people breathing life into other people's dreams. Breathing life into their concepts, their ideas, Oh my God. They are like circling. Anyway. Breathing life into other people's ideas. And them joints they crank out quickly. Breathing life into my own ideas because as they come, and I think that's one of the things, and I've been really good about remaining focused. I write my shit down and I'll be like, when I can get to that, I can get to that. But ideas come to me like every day. And I just be like, oh, okay, let me write that down. See if I can, if I can do that. And I had to tell myself, if you got it, it's possible. So tell yourself that shit too. If it comes in your mind, it's coming to you for a reason because you have all of the skill sets required to bring that shit into fruition. Don't ever doubt yourself. I err on the side of delusional. And I err on the side of delusional for a reason. Because why the fuck not? We've been following behind a path of what life should look like based on, going to school and all this other stuff that we don't even realize you can pivot in life. That you can literally be doing something and completely do something completely different. And sometimes life forces you to do something different. Life forces you to be like, all right, you keep playing around on yourself. Got you. Let me go ahead and fire you from this job. Let me go ahead and shift and shake your whole fucking world up. Like, one of my favorite artists, right, and it was so funny, she's performing in London. I've been listening to her for several years. People had no clue who she was. Had no clue. And I feel like it's a testament of keep going. I just went and saw another one of my favorite artists. Oh my God. They tear my ass up. And, oh my God, the bunny just ran. Look, can y'all see the bunny? I keep telling people I feel like I'm in Alice. I feel like Alice in Wonderland. And I keep saying, where is that damn rabbit? Here's late again. Oh, and there goes the cardinal. Oh no, I don't know. That's the butterfly. Oh my God, they are touching me. I don't, oh my goodness. And it's really big. I mean, they're like fucking circling around me. It's fucking crazy. And the butterfly. Oh my God. I mean, real life just circling me. Oh my goodness. And the butterfly again. Oh my God. I had a butterfly last year land on me. And that was amazing. A monarch butterfly landed on me. And I was like in awe. Oh my God. It's like really circling me. They're like all over the place. It's like several different like bees and stars and all kind of shit. And all the like, I don't know. I like being I be out here and it's never been like this. It's never been to this extent. So whatever. This is why the birds are flying. It's a lot. Actually, it's a blessing. You feel me? Had a hornet come in my house. That's a couple have been kind of trying to get in my house recently. I had one come in and just start doing circles. Little wasp. And I was like, hey, get out. And that motherfucker got out. That shit. Listen, when I say I feel like I've been living in Alice in Wonderland, and I keep saying, where is that damn rabbit? That motherfucker is late again. The proverbial rabbit is late. So, when I talk about following your dreams, do that shit. And you have to follow your dreams at a delusional level, because the level of risk that you are willing to accept to accomplish your dreams is a level of reward that you are willing to gain in respect to that. And don't ever, you feel me, it's never too small. It's never too small. It's never too small. Right? And especially if you out here moving in light and love, or you out here really trying not to do harm. Look at the bunnies. They just out here lounging. Oh, I didn't even see this one. Just out here lounging. Like, really lounging. That motherfucker was laying down. That nigga is comfortable. And I say that is on me. Anyway, I've never seen, and I really be out, I be walking out here. Like, I come out here quite often. I've never seen this many animals. I've seen the deer and stuff. Some like big ass deer fucking traipsing through. Oh, I'm sorry, bug. I'm sorry. Whatever you were. I didn't inadvertently hit that joint. That motherfucker there. Let me see. I want to go stand at the water. I hope ain't nobody down there fishing. I'm antisocial. I don't want to say I'm antisocial. I just social. I'm okay on that shit. God damn. I mean, what I say, they in my face. Tear my ass up. Oh, wow. Oh, nope. People out there. So, but yeah, to a delusional level. To delusional level. the delusional level, you have to believe in yourself. And you got to be around people that's also going to delusionally hype you up. And those are the people that believe in magic, that believe like, dog, anything the fuck is possible. Like, hey, everything is possible. Anything is possible. You can fucking do anything that you fucking want to do. You can do anything that you fucking want to do. You can be anything that you fucking want to be. And it's so funny because the song that is playing is I Don't Need Permission. You do not need permission. You do not need permission. Trust me when I say that. You will never need permission to be everything that you need to be and fucking more. Believe that shit. Believe it. Every day, delusionally. Believe it. And just let life come true for you. And sometimes, you feel me, it's ironic. I just had this conversation with my son. You feel me? He felt like he failing and stuff. And that's it. It's all his business. But he's like, there's a commonality amongst men. And realistically, it is. Men and failure is very interesting. But the reality is failure is a part of life. It's how you know you're trying. It's how you know you've been doing. It's how you know that you've been moving. It's how you know that you got out there and tried. The fact that you can fail at something means you actually try. You are in a much better place than people who don't even try, who don't ever start. Because one thing about it, I'd rather fail 1,000,000 times than do the slow grief of regret. Because regret is a slow aging grief. Because the older you get, you feel me, the more time that passes beyond when you got that dream, beyond when you got that aspiration. The more time that passes until you get to a point where you talk yourself completely out of it. When you're just like, oh, I'm too old now. Or I can't do that. Like, that's not for me. Like, there was a lady, I can't think of her name. She was like in her 90s as a fucking park ranger. Fucking park ranger. Like, real life, like, and enjoyed that shit. Like, was really out there. Really, little old lady, little old black lady, little light-skinned little black lady. And she's out there living her best fucking life. So, don't ever feed into that nonsense. You are only as capable as you believe yourself to be. And as fucked up as this is going to sound, let me tell you something. Sometimes the circumstances, you're literally choosing between death and possible death. I don't know, that sounds crazy, right? Sounds fucking wild, but walk with me. I was having a conversation. We was talking about slavery, right? And it inevitably solved at some point because things cannot last forever. It has to change at some point. At some point, it's going to get the result, but it took years. You feel me? It took 400. You feel me? Some years. But you had people who dared enough. There were several different options that you could choose. You can stay and just be there. You can take yourself off the planet. You feel me? Like some people did on the boats where they jumped over because they was like, absolutely not. You're not taking me. That's another option. You could revolt. That was absolutely an option. Higher risk, you feel me, of also taking yourself off the planet. But hey, some of that was very successful. Look at Haiti. Look at Jamaica. You feel me? Okay. Oh, is it Kingston, right? Over there. I don't know, did it pause? Oh, okay, it didn't pause, but I had a call come in. It's very wild. I'll call him back. And then you had Harry Tubman, who ran away because she determined that wasn't gonna be her life. She refused. Like, I'm not gonna live this life for the rest of my fucking life. Like, absolutely not. And what happened? She went to freedom. She became free because she took the risk. And sometimes it's that fucking deep. Sometimes your only options are fucking hell and possible death. it be that serious. And for some of us who may have never experienced life to those extremes, to have to make those type of risks, it's easy to have that conversation until you really in it. You feel me? But there are some people who quite literally live in that environment. Those are your options. But just know, they made it to freedom. And when they made it, right, she went back and got others. Because she realized that it was real. It was not just a dream. It was real. It was not just an illusion. She believed in herself so deeply that, you know what? I can do this. And when you believe in yourself so deeply, life opens up for you to make a fucking way. So if you learn nothing else from me, if you hear nothing else from what the fuck I am saying, and trust me when I say, y'all gotta stop looking at people like, oh, well, they don't have this, they don't. I saw something that said they wouldn't trust a broke healer or whatever, and I was like, why? I would, because that's experience. That's experience. That means they in it. That means that they're in it. They're living in it. They were talking about, because they can't manifest their way out of it, because sometimes now you got to walk through some seasons, baby, to understand some shit. Because it makes you more powerful. It makes you better. It makes you more equipped. It humbles you to such a level. And people run from this word humble, and I used to hate that shit. But life humbles me consistently. Like, I get lessons on a daily basis. My kids humble me, you feel me? Like life be humbling me. Like, I realized something about, for example, perceptions and shit like that. Situational placement is what I'm calling it. Life is not what it seems. So if life is not what it seems, why the fuck can't you dream and believe in your fucking self? Because sometimes believing in your fucking self is the only option that you have. Trust me when I say that. And you feel me? I had to get humbled the other day. My daughter, I certain things I do, and somebody actually rejected it, and I was hurting my soul, because I could feel the way that they look at me. I can feel the way that they look at me, like hurrying to get into their car and stuff, like rolling up the window and stuff like that. I can feel that shit. And that shit hurt my soul. But I'm not responsible for how anybody else sees me. I'm responsible for how I respond to it. So I didn't let that shit stop me. I just moved on to, the next person the next day. It's like, hey, you feel me? Because sometimes that blessing ain't meant for them. They not in the space. And everybody's experiences is different. But I choose to show up like this. I can show up many different ways. I can quite literally show up prim proper every fucking day. But I choose not to. I choose to be my most authentic self, and that is comfortable. Trust me. Comfy. The older you get, the more you be like, I want to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable. I really enjoy comfort, because I don't want my body stressed for no reason. You feel me? And the reason I show up that way is because I get the real reaction. I get how you really want to interact with me. Not no fake shit, because I look like something. You feel me? I look like I know what's going on. I look put together and things of that nature. So you put on your best smoosh voice. No. I show up exactly as me. Now you might get different voices, because when I'm uncomfortable, and different levels of comfort, you feel me? You might get a higher voice, you might get a lower voice. I'm soft spoken in and of itself, so it is what it is. But yeah. I tell you a lot about people, because I'm a type of person, and I don't think people really realize this. Success looks very different for me. I enjoy peace. Like, I just went on this walk. I truly enjoy it. I will sit and look at the animals, sit and look at the water, sit and look at flowers. I cry at paintings. You feel me? I enjoy life's expression. I don't care about looking like nothing to nobody. I don't care, like, if I feel like looking like something for me, oh, absolutely, I'm about to come out. But just to impress other people. No, nah, because that means that I need to do some work within myself. So I don't have the same aspirations. One thing about me is I just want to be. And in each season that I go through, just be grateful for the season that I'm in, because I truly manifested times like that. And even if it doesn't look like anything to anybody, I'm sitting in quite literally some of my most peaceful, some of my best days, some of my most tranquil days that I'm able to rest, days when I'm able to reflect on myself and grow as a person. So yeah. But yeah, so I'm out, y'all. That's it for me for today. I've given y'all 3 videos. Good job, me. So until next time, y'all be easy. But yeah, if you don't get nothing else from this, believe in yourself, because you quite literally will do everything that you put your mind to.